All right, ladies and gentlemen, FIFA has set new rules for transfers. Yes, and I would like to share these rules with you guys. Now, FIFA has decided that release clauses will now be mandatory in all players' contracts. Yes, FIFA said release clauses will now be mandatory. And FIFA also said that all players will now receive a 5% cut of their transfer fees. Yes, that's what FIFA said. Then both players and clubs will be required to include a figure in their contracts. I mean, when a player is signing a contract, you include that release clause. Yes, it must be included before the player will sign the contract. So now let me explain these new rules. In fact, in the English Premier League and other leagues, except in Spain, once the player signs a contract, you will not know the release clause. They will not inform you. They will not tell you about the release clause. That's why you see most times when players want to leave their clubs, they find it difficult to leave because, let's say, for instance, the player signed a 5-year contract or a 6-year contract, and he wants to leave, but he cannot leave because his contract is still running, and he doesn't know his release clause. So right now, FIFA said, if you are going to sign a contract with any club, that the player must, add a release clause. And this is good, honestly. This is very, very good because both the player and the club will benefit from this. Yes, you don't tie players down anymore. Unless maybe a player wants to spend like a few years with you, let's say 2 years. His ambition is not to stay longer in your club. He will not sign maybe a 2 years contract and add his release clause. Once he wants to leave and maybe another club is coming for him, once they can be able to match up with that release clause, they will just pay the release clause and he will leave without any stress. Okay, look at what's happening between Man City and Nottingham Forest midfielder Elliot Anderson. Man City demanding for £130 million. Meanwhile, normally this player don't know what to pass £100 million. Fine, not even reach £100 million, £80 million. But right now, the player cannot leave because he does not know his release clause. Had he been, he knows his release clause, Man City will just go and discuss with him. And they will pay the release clause and he will leave gently. And the club will also benefit. So this is a good one from FIFA. In fact, clubs in Spain are already practicing this. Yes, they're already practicing it. But now FIFA wants to make it mandatory for all federations, for all the leagues, for all the countries. Yes, they want to make it mandatory. Once any player is signing a contract, the release clause must be added, yes, to that contract. And players will now have 5% cut from their transfer fees. Although it is not mandatory for them to get that. If they want to leave it, yes. If they want to, leave it, there's a waiver. If they want to leave it, they can leave it. But if they want to get the 5% cut from their transfer fee, it is their right to get it. Yes, that's what FIFA said. So this is a good one for FIFA. I love this. This is a good one. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this new transfer rules from FIFA. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you, and follow me for more updates. Share this video.